with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Kentucky Wildcats. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, Kentucky's head coach told me pregame this is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. He has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Guys?
All right, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kentucky's offense to go on the attack first. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And, man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, and the ability to be physical and keep him clean and keep him protected where he can do his work is the reason why this team is successful, Jesse. I bet you wish you had a line like that.
No question about it. And this defense, they've got their work cut out for them because they know they somehow, some way have got to be able to get home to the quarterback and try and affect him. But that is easier said than done against this offensive line. They play as a cohesive unit. You don't see a lot of mental assignment errors. You don't see a lot of busts up front. They're able to keep this quarterback standing up. If they can do that today, it's going to be a long one for this defense.
Finds his big tight end. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Gonna look downfield again. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Oh, they're after him! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Baker. Finds the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory. Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Kentucky!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers' offense will now get its first chance with the football. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Auburn to the line in a hurry. To the air, it's Hobbs. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quick step and go. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was.
Makes a grab and room to run. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He goes right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Miller.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pocket breaking down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Looking to pass. It's Baker. Grabs it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And that holding penalty may prove to be a crusher. They're looking at 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to start the second quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. Be a touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. To throw, it's Hobbs. Here's a heat. Working that left side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Auburn lines up quickly.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
powers through the defender. Just steamrolling the defense. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Finds his big tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They'll try to run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll use the running game on first and goal. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll try to power it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers! Getting set for the point after. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's DeLuca. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. To the air, it's Baker. Bringing the heat. Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. He's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. He's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be first and 10 from just inside the 50. Looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for a crease. It's Patterson. There's some room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the check.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive there. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So it really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
So here comes the Auburn offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot.
Breaks free and he might be gone. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quickly out to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They feed him again. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Dropping back, it's Hobbs. Under fire. And down he goes. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And we are all tied up here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. But they didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. That gives him 54 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's got the tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Miller. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The last completion got him 6, now it's 2nd and 4. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 4 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's USC able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. Now back to your game at Kroger Field. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock,
Here's a little room there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Back to throw, it's Hobbs. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now on the move. Makes his man miss. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. Auburn lines up quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
Really good job by the defense. They're understanding pass, dropping back, but not losing sight of that running back and letting that quarterback throw it to him where he can pick up some extra yards and get that first down. They did a great job covering the whole field and making sure that running back got nowhere.
The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Running inside, it's Patterson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Ferguson. At the 45 on his way. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Fakes to grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Patterson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He caught it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Extra point here will tie the game.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. Looking downfield, it's Hobbs. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Keeps it himself and gets to first. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Slithers in. Might have a chance. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25 late in the season. Time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Hobbs. Got his man on the outside.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to throw it again. With the catch, it's Ferguson. Still on his feet at the 45. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Works the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He'll throw it. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They've made it this far, undefeated, but a massive challenge unfolding right now to try to keep that perfect record. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This team has answered every challenge all season. Unbeaten so far, but now facing the possibility of being knocked off late in the year. Keeps looking downfield. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of...
Got it! Touchdown, Wildcats! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They've made it this far, undefeated, but a massive challenge unfolding right now to try to keep that perfect record. Unloads quickly. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Hobbs. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They go right back to him. There's a crease. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Tigers are back on top.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Miller. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Terry. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Dropping back, it's Baker. Makes the grab over the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Patterson. Finding some room. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. And the Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Tight end finds a soft spot. Bounced off his feet. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him. And
touchdown, Wildcats! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Wildcats are right back on top.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hobbs. Here's a throw downfield late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with as many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.